What's good, you guys? You know who it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Relentless Lex, and I'm back like I never left this mother. Yes, Sirski. Hello, somebody. All right, so, man, we got Mariah Carey blasting Beyonce and Jennifer Lopez for being thieves and said that they're both are Diddy's mutts. Now, Mariah Carey been quiet for quite some time. She did win an iconic award this past award show on BET. So shout out to Mariah Carey for that. And then she says she basically just doing her, man. She's not really worrying about the industry like that no more. She just kind of like doing her, but she still got it. She's Mariah Carey, you guys. Spicy.
Girl, it looks like Mariah Carey is about to enter her petty girl era because word on the streets is that she is coming for every single one who wronged her. And y'all want to guess who is on the top of her list? Beyonce and J-Lo. That's who. There have been rumors for a while that Mariah has been beefing with Beyonce and J-Lo because she low-key thinks they stole her career. Well, it looks like Mariah is about to go full diva mode because fans have reason to believe that she's going to...
And listen, Mariah, bro, my personal opinion, Jennifer or Beyonce, together, they couldn't mess with Mariah, bro. That, to my opinion now, I'm just saying, together they couldn't mess with Mariah.
Air out all the dirty drama on her upcoming album. And get this, the streets are saying that the beef is not the only drama that Mariah is airing out because there are reports that she is also allegedly going to air out some Diddy drama. Y'all know that Mariah has been in the game for a long time and used to roll around with some of the most powerful people in Hollywood. So y'all know that she's got all the tea. So what exactly does she have to say about Diddy, J-Lo, and why on earth did she wait this long to spill the tea? Let's break this down. Back in the 90s, Mariah Carey was that girl. Everywhere you turned, she was dominating the charts, switching effortlessly between pop, R&B, and hip-hop, and doing it all on her own terms. She wasn't just a voice, she was holding it down in the industry that rarely handed that kind of success to women, especially black and brown women. At the time, Beyonce was a rising star, and she made it clear that she absolutely loved Mariah. In a 2001 interview, B even said that hearing Vision of Love was the moment she knew she wanted to be a singer. There are throwback clips of her literally glowing while talking about Mariah, clearly mesmerized by her powerhouse vocals and command of the stage. But somewhere along the way, the
only thing Beyonce was trying to do was get close to Mariah to see how she can backstab her, bro. To see how she can backstab her. That's all it was, bro. She had this takeover spirit ever since she came out. And the machine been behind her. That's why her and Jay-Z is on that contract of marriage today.
Public fangirl and disappeared. As Beyonce stepped into her solo era and her own superstardom, the shout out stopped. Fans picked up on it too, and it sparked questions. Did something go down behind the scenes, or did the dynamic just shift as Beyonce became a big deal herself? But for Mariah, the red flags weren't about her former fangirls ghosting her. It was about them trying to kick her out. She eventually started calling out what she believed were calculated efforts to undermine her. One of the most well-known examples is the drama around her song Loverboy. Mariah has secured a sample from Yellow Magic Orchestra's Firecracker for the song, but before she could release it, Jennifer Lopez's team put out a song using the exact same sample. Mariah claimed this wasn't some random coincidence. She believed her ex-husband...
Bro, that's not a coincidence. How could it happen, bro? What's the odds of that happening? Mariah had a sample, J-Lo put out a song with the same sample in a matter of time. That's not a coincidence.
Mottola, who was still running Sony at the time and apparently still bitter about their breakup, intentionally gave the sample to J-Lo's team to mess with her comeback. The way everything lined up felt way too suspicious.
The ex-husband is petty. She was a sorry sucker for that.
And Mariah took it as a deliberate move against her. In her memoir, she wrote, "Much of what went wrong with Glitter led back to Tommy. He was angry about the divorce and my departure from Sony, and he used all his power and connections to punish me. Tommy was furious when I cut the strings he used to manipulate me. There was no way he would allow me to have a huge success after leaving him and Sony. He was not going to let me or Glitter shine. After hearing my new song using the same sample I used, Sony rushed to make a single for another female entertainer on their label, whom I don't know." And before y'all accuse Mariah of being a salty ex, that's not the case. Tommy Mottola has been accused by so many artists of playing shady. I mean, y'all remember when Michael Jackson called him the devil, and y'all know MJ was not the messy type.
And Tommy Mottola is a devil. I'm not supposed to say what I'm gonna say right now, but I have to let you in on a secret.
Say it.
So, please don't videotape what I'm going to say, okay? Turn that off, please. No, what? I don't mind. Tape it.
Mike said elephant. Boy, Mike had some balls. Y'all thought Mike was soft. Mike wasn't always soft on. Mike say, you know what? F it. Tape this shit.
Michael is getting gangster today.
Mike is getting gangster today, bro.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey, after divorcing Tommy, came to me crying. She was crying so badly I had to hold her. And she said to me that this is an evil man. And Michael, this man follows me, she said. He taps her phones. And he's very, very evil, and she doesn't trust him. And he is a horrible human being. And we have to continue our drive until he's terminated.
So if Mariah said he messed with her career, it's not hard to believe
Wow,
her.
bro.
Anywho, fast forward to 2002 when Mariah appeared on Larry King Live and she threw some insane shade at J-Lo.
Does all the attention Jennifer Lopez gets, does that bother? Is there rivalries, by the way, in this business?
There are rivalries, but I don't think she has anything to do with me. I mean, my whole thing is singing, writing
She's an
songs.
actress.
Yeah, and I've been doing this, my whole life. Singing is first and foremost. It's a God-given talent that I'm grateful for. Her thing is something different.
And speaking of J-Lo, her rise seemed to happen almost overnight, right around the time these shady moves started playing out. To many fans, it looked like Mariah wasn't just dealing with J-Lo, but with a full-blown industry machine working overtime to push her out while lifting up the next star in line. Then came Beyonce's solo breakout, and things got even more layered. There were quiet reports that Mariah felt Beyonce had pulled away from her, despite once calling her a major influence. To some, it started to feel like Mariah was being quietly sidelined by artists who have followed the path she helped pave, but with the music industry now rallying behind them instead of her. So honestly, is it so surprising that Mariah now wants to get her lick back at J-Lo and Beyonce? And if she wants to get her lick back, what better time to do it than now, in the middle of the Diddy drama? Both Beyonce and J-Lo have been dragged into the drama, and Mariah spilling the tea is going to make things 10 times worse for them. J-Lo's history with Diddy runs deep, and it's not just nosy fans making things up. Back in 1999, Diddy and J-Lo were arrested after a chaotic night at a nightclub ended terribly. Police found a weapon and some stolen items in their vehicle, and one woman was seriously injured after being shot in the face. The situation was messy, to say the least, and J-Lo quickly became part of the media frenzy. Although the charges against her were eventually dropped after Diddy's associate Shine took the fall, the scandal popped up all over again after Diddy's legal drama started. Now people are starting to ask whether those long buried details from that infamous night could come back to haunt her, especially if Diddy really is naming names to save himself. On the other hand, Beyonce's connection to Diddy wasn't super direct. From what fans think, she got introduced to his world mostly through Jay-Z, since he and Diddy have been working together for years. There were rumors that she had been around some of the same people and parties, but nothing ever officially linked her to any of Diddy's alleged crimes. The whole industry is on edge, to say the least. If any of this ends up sticking, it could seriously hurt Beyonce and J-Lo. Their entire brands were built on being powerful, polished, and pretty much untouchable. But now, just being tied to Diddy's mess, even by association, had people looking at them differently. At the same time, these rumors started to connect back to Mariah Carey. With Diddy's legal situation dragging Beyonce and J-Lo into the spotlight, the timing lined up with talk about Mariah's new album. She had always spoken out about feeling sabotaged by industry insiders who work with Beyonce and Jay-Z, and now she might have new material to work with. Word on the streets is that Mariah is allegedly going to address these connections in her music and set the stage for something big. Her upcoming album is already stirring up conversation, and it's not just because she's releasing new music. Industry insiders say this project feels like her way of finally confronting the struggles she's faced throughout her career, including the alleged sabotage involving Beyonce and Jennifer Lopez. For years, Mariah has dropped hints in interviews and in her memoir about betrayal and shady moves behind the scenes. But this time, it looks like she's ready to say it all out loud. According to fan speculation, this album isn't about subtle messages or veiled lyrics, it's about setting the record straight. The buzz around Mariah's new album has the industry on edge. Her influence is massive, and one song is all it takes to completely shift the narrative. Fans are convinced that even if she keeps things subtle, like she did with tracks like Clown or Petals, people will still pick up on the message. Mariah doesn't have to name names because her fans know how to read between the lines. And if she uses this album to expose the alleged manipulation she's faced, it could put serious pressure on Beyonce and J-Lo, especially with their names already being whispered in connection with Diddy's legal mess. For her fans, this project feels like a redemption arc. After years of speculation about how others may have profited from her setbacks, Mariah finally gets to tell her story on her terms. And if she pulls back the curtain on how the industry really works, it might not just shift how people see her, it could also reshape how Beyonce and J-Lo are viewed. Both have carefully built spotless public images, but if Mariah connects connects the dots, it could spark a whole new conversation about their rise and the forces that may have helped pave their way. For some, it might be the confirmation they've been waiting for. Yeah, Mariah is about to set the industry on fire, but I want to know how y'all feel. Do you believe Mariah would really spill it all, or was this just more Hollywood drama? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Well, just that get back. Just that get back. You know, everybody have their day, man. Just that get back. Mariah been sitting back quietly. You know, the industry give you some bad cards sometimes. Like she said, she paved the way. And Beyonce got close to her. And then before you know it, they weren't friends no more. And Jennifer Lopez with Diddy and with the machine behind her, it's kind of like it had knocked Mariah out the way, but not off the map. So she sat back quietly. And this is the perfect time to come back. This is absolutely the perfect time to come back for Mariah. I'm excited for her. I'm ecstatic for her. She deserves it. She still got it. And she kept it classy.